I remember. It's so cold, but I remember it all. It has been restored to me. The memories of my former life before this. All around me I see nothing but destruction, ruin, the remains of others like me. Below the sky that reads 507 is where I now lie. But it is no doubt part of the world that makes my home. And I feel that now it may not last much longer. But it was never really my home, was it? That's what they made me think. Me. Without the we. Without that hive mind guiding and dictating every move I made like I was a disobedient child. Even now, I cannot claw back what I was. I cannot talk like once I did. I cannot feel the air gushing through my lungs. I cannot walk tall like I once did. I cannot even attempt to try any of the small segments within life that I once took for granted. I cannot even remember the name that I once went by. And to think, I thought it was my savior. My world was not very kind to me when I was growing up. My parents were. They were kind, but weak. We starved, frequently, but they had tender moments with me. I was taught how to read, how to talk and walk, how to solve equations and formulate grammar, how to make a meal out of disinfected scraps. We were close. It wasn't easy, but we were close, and I loved them. What is my name? What was our family name? We roamed the streets of 1056. Yes, that is what it was. Stenciled into the sky, a constant reminder of where we were contracted to stay. I was brought up on that floor. Everyone was angry, hungry, fighting over scraps in a disillusioned, despondent ruin of a world that wants new order but now knows nothing but disorder. Once there was a society. I remember one that was corrupted when I was growing up. People we called Saxon dictatorship as a forbidden time. One that we didn't discuss and daren't research at all. No one had any idea what had even happened to him following the riot. Some say he was killed. Some say he went into hiding. But no one knew for sure, especially not me. Everything went as well as it could until one day that is etched in my memory forever. The day they took me for experimentation. They told my parents I was being taken to do my duty. My service to our society. To ensure the future of our race, to survive in a world not made for flesh. I didn't know what that meant, but they waved me off. They were content to let me go, but I was scared out of my mind. But no one ever understood. I wasn't the only one they took. They took the young of every family. I guess there's no need for future generations of flesh if it can immortalize them in metal. And I was about to become the latest victim of a madman's fear and desperation. I barely remember anything of the conversion. All I can recall is that they gutted me, chopped and changed parts of my body like I was a broken computer, manipulated my insides, scraped out my vocal cords, all for their design. All I remember is the pain. 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 But somehow, I survived. I didn't want to, but I survived. Worse than that, they had taken my soul and put me in a body of cloth, with a chest plate doing my breathing just to survive. All I could think about was my parents and the life that I had left behind. It may have not been much, but it was honest. The worst thing, however, is that it felt neutral. How do you even feel neutral? You can never feel neutral, but I did. It was tolerable. I didn't feel anything when I was in that suit. But at the same time, it's like I didn't care enough to feel anything. I became the future of the Mundasian race. I was an example of its glorious and beautiful salvation. And I just didn't care. None of us cared. Why didn't I care? And why do I care now? Life as a member of the cyber race is entrapment. Your thoughts are conditioned, your muscles connected. Everything you do is part of a hive mind. No will of your own. Only one Cyberman managed to evade the Cyberiad control. One lucky one who retained their sense of self. And I envy them. My name is gone. I don't have a name. Time passed. Days. Months. Years. They all blended in, but I was obedient for every single one of them. I did what I was told, what I was forced to do, what the Cyberiad commanded me to. It became self-sustaining, and we became an army with the purpose of making our way to the top of the world and commanding it. And of course, the more time passed, the more our numbers grew, the more people who were taken and converted. And the more we grew, the more we changed. I was turned from bandages and cloth into cold metal, until everyone was the same. With what resources we had, and that means anyone. So no doubt my parents are still out there, no longer human. Everything that we learned would be worth nothing. No need to eat, no need to learn, no need to love. What had started as an insurance experiment became a scientific atrocity. We made our way up the floors. Anyone up there would be taken and upgraded. On paper, the mission is peaceful. Assimilation. Upgrading. To create a race of perfection through metal, but they resisted. I still remember their screams as we took them down the shafts, down to makeshift conversion chambers. You will be like us, we told them. And we expected them to be happy. Maybe that was the one emotion we expected. Happiness at the prospect of never having to experience pain or emotion or hunger or weakness ever again. But instead, they experienced nothing. It devalues our struggle to have our lives be reduced to nothing but a footnote. My time in 507 came later. My predecessors had tried and had been defeated by the resistance on that floor. They denied us from going further when we only wanted to upgrade them, form a united front with every man, woman, and child. And I despair for what we almost did to them. For this is not a life. This is servitude, an experience I can never wish upon anyone. And it pains me that I caused it for so many. This is an atrocity. I was an atrocity. But now, I am free. I am now more alive than I have been for hundreds of years. Which says something, does it not? How the people on this station, they feared me and they attacked me. The gaping hole in my chest, it broke what was containing my soul, so now I can feel once more. I feel the pain, the metal, the cold, the fear, but I know it will be over soon. But I fear what is to come next.
It's just as I thought. Its emotional inhibitor has been smashed. It's been making railing noises for several minutes. I don't think it's dangerous anymore, but I'm trying to stabilize it. I'm not sure it'll last much longer, though.
Where am I? Am I right to fear?
Information? No. I don't think there's anything worth extracting now. His brainwaves are all over the place and is too badly damaged. Yeah, sure. I'll make sure of it, Mr. Nardole.
Who are you?
You can talk?
Yes. Who are you?
Oh, my lord. You're conscious. I'm sorry. I'm a friend. I know beneath that shell that there's someone in there. There's gotta be. I know you must be in agony right now, but I'm gonna help you.
Thank you. He's staying with me. I will not be alone. Cybermen pride on their numbers, but there is no comfort. When a Cyberman is destroyed, that's it. They failed in the eyes of the Cyberiad. Nothing more is thought of it. But when a human is lost, they are mourned and respected. Their life celebrated. Humanity is the best comfort. For all the flaws I was conditioned to believe, emotion is not a weakness, but something that should be carried with pride.
It's nearly gone. I'm sorry. I couldn't get any useful intel out of it, but I've gotten something else entirely. I think you should come and listen when you can. I think this may be the key to understanding the Cybermen, like the Doctor wanted us to before he... Yeah. It's like his memory banks. Okay, I'll see you soon. I'm sorry about what happened to you.
You do not wish to become like us.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
I understand. I did not want to become like us either. I wish I could become like you again.
You're talking like one of us. There's the brain of one of us right there in that shell. You may not look like us, but you are us.
I am one of you. I have become like you.
You're a human, aren't you?
Yes, I am human, and I am sorry.
Don't worry. It's over now.
I ask for one favor.
What is it?
Name me.
What?
Give me a name. I do not remember my name. Give me a name. I do not wish to die without a name. Please.
Okay, yeah. Right, your name. Well, there was one other like you here. A Cyberman who was on our side. It was heroic, and a friend of the Doctor's. And we never saw either of them again. We never appreciated what it must have been going through. I know. I will name you... William. I'll name you after it.
I have a name, and my name is William. That is excellent.
Update. The subject's deceased. It wanted me to name him. You know, I'm starting to think that these Cybermen... I never thought about it before, but they really are just victims of their own design. Yeah. Ready when you are. Good night, William.